Good afternoon, friends. Welcome to my channel. My name's Justin. I play guitar on songs in Nashville, and today I want to look at the top 5, currently the top 5 songs in the country on the country media-based charts. So we're going to start with number 5. The song is awesome. It is so good, and I don't want to say anything else about it other than I did play guitar on it. This is called Dirt Cheap by Cody Johnson.
They came in thinking top dollar to that old cotton crop farmer. They knocked on his screen door and he said, "Lord, what you need, boys?" And they said, "You know, all the others went and cashed out. We got the subdivision all mapped out. It'll sit right here on this land, and you could leave town a rich man." And he said, "Boys, whatever you're offering, it won't be enough. 'Cause I got a little girl that used to swing right there. I still see her pink bow in her brown hair. She's in the big city, but she still calls home. What's she gonna do if she comes back and we're gone? And over there under that white oak tree, beneath the cross is where my best buddy's buried. Lasted 13 hunting seasons running strong. Keep your money 'cause a man can't leave his dog. And over there's where I got down on one knee. You can't buy that kind of dirt cheap."
Whew. Holy cow. So this song hits me, right? I had a dog that lasted 14 years, and nothing prepares you. It's like burying one of your children, I imagine. God forbid. I also live in a house that is my youngest's first house, and my other two, we moved here when my oldest was 3. The other two, they don't remember the home before it. They were so young, you know. So there's just a ton of memories all over our house and our property. And I don't know, there's something about Cody's delivery, the subject matter of the song. It kind of points to an America that I don't know exists much anymore for most people. And there's something to be mourned a little bit for that. But the song is also just super powerful because, I mean, the lyrical hook at the end of the chorus. These guys come to offer this farmer top dollar for his land because they're wanting to put a development in on it. And he's like, "Look, I've been here too long. I have too many memories of this place. And these are all the things that happened, and you cannot find that kind of dirt cheap." That's incredible. Just incredible. There's the whole song, the whole track is so patient too. There's nothing but piano and vocal at the top, right? All the way up until the chorus, basically. And then you hear the electric. So the chords, we're in the key of C sharp. I'm tuned down a half step, so it's a 1 chord, and then 3 minor, and then 4. And then halfway through the chorus, there's this. And then the second time, there's a different walk. You can't find that kind of dirt cheap. Holy cow, man! I'm a terrible singer, but goodness. So my guitar part, you kind of have to lean in for it. The whole band is there to support the lyric, right? So nothing that anybody's playing, especially in the chorus, is going to pull you away from the lyric. It's there to frame the lyric, to help the listener focus on the lyric. And Cody's such a super powerful singer anyway that he doesn't need much. So the stuff's kind of tucked back in the mix, you know? You'd miss it if it wasn't there. But its job is not to draw attention to itself. That's intentional. You might listen to this and think, man, I wish I could hear the guitar better. I don't. It's where it needs to be. Jack Clark mixed this and crushed it. Anyway, my part's in the chorus. I'm playing just this kind of 2-note thing, 3-note thing, and it's just sort of above the chords, but it outlines the chords. So it's the 1 chord, 3 minor, 4, back half of the chorus, back to the 1 chord. And you can hear those lines. And I'm actually playing this guitar on the record. You can tell listening to this right here. That's the guitar on the record. Man, so good. Number 5 in the country right now. So we'll see. We'll see if it gets up there and rings the bell. Let's move on. Number 4 in the country is She's Somebody's Daughter by Drew Baldridge. I actually played on this one as well. So check out this intro. There's a cool line here, and the way that it moves over the chords is a little different than a beginner or an intermediate musician might, different notes than they might choose, okay? And we'll talk about why that is. Check this out.
She's more than just a pretty face and a late night bar, more than just a pair of tight jeans sitting in your car. She's more than a last call kiss or a one night stand. Remember, boy, you weren't the first to hold her hand. She's somebody's daughter, she's somebody's everything. She's somebody's little girl, even if she's grown up and moved away. She's somebody's home, she's somebody's baby. And if you don't treat her right, hers won't be the only heart you're breaking. She's somebody's daughter, she's somebody's daughter. Her daddy bought her.
Cool. So I think the entire song is 4, 5, 6 minor 1 in the key of F sharp. Again, I'm down a half step. So that's not G, that's F sharp, or G flat if you want. This whole song is 4, 5, 6 minor, 1. And that line in the intro, that's this guitar too. I'll see if I can play the chords with it. Maybe it'd be easier an octave down. So let's talk about that melody, because it never feels at rest until the end of the 4th bar. And that's because we generally don't land on a super strong chord tone of a strong chord until then, okay? So at the top, we're starting on the 3rd of our 4 chord. Well, that note, that's the 3 of the key. That's not in that chord, right? The 3 of the key is the 6 of the 5. Okay, I know, that's a lot. It's a lot. It's from our 5 chord, which is C sharp, right, or D flat in this key. We land on a note that is not in the chord, which feels like, no, we're not stopping here, let's keep going. It adds forward motion. That's the point. One more time. It's not until it's the push in the middle of the 4th bar where we resolve nicely to our chord. So that's the whole point, right? The next move after our, it's then 5, 3, 2, 1 over our 6 minor, right? That's in the chord, but it's also the flat 3rd. That doesn't feel like home base, right? It doesn't feel at rest. Again, we keep moving forward. Rest. So, very cool. All right, let's move on. Number 3 is Nate Smith, Bulletproof. Nate Smith is a great dude and a great singer, fantastic singer. And I've played on some of his stuff in the past. I don't think I played on this song, although it sounds kind of familiar. I may have played on some version of it. I don't think this is me on this track, but let's check it out. Cool intro. This is another one of those things where all the inflection and the way that they get into the notes on the record, if you were trying to audition to be Nate's touring guitar player, you need to have every bit of it down. So it's, there's slides going on, right? It's not just, that sounds really disjointed. That doesn't sound right. Listen to it one more time. Check this out. That's how I hear that happening. One more time. Let me just make sure that I'm not missing something. So the chords,
but baby not tonight, 'cause I've been putting in overtime, trying to get over your leaving. You're still right here on my mind. You sure did a number on me. I've tried Jen, I've tried every last one of them. Oh, I break bottles up on that shelf, but the burn don't work and the buzz don't help. Been taking these shots, 80, 90, everything they've got, but the whiskey don't kill like it's supposed to do. Baby, your memory must be bulletproof.
So, pro tip here on this one. They're standard tuning, but it sounds like the chorus guitars are down-tuned, okay? And that's just so they can... It sounds like they're catching the low D chord. So it's A minor to C, G, and then they're hitting that low D minor. Whereas before I thought it was catching the D minor, the 2 minor up here. So I would call this 6 minor, 1, 5, 2. Pretty sure it's 2 minor. But one more time on that intro, 3, 4. Actually, it doesn't do it the last time, it just... All right, let's move on. Number 2 song in the country is Morgan Wallen, Cowgirls featuring Ernest. This is very pop. You've been warned.
She'll set the field on fire, just cutting across the pasture. She'll have you falling for it all and then leave right after. And she got a cold heart, but she got a warm smile, cut from the same cloth. She kind of buck wild, a little bit angel, a whole lot of outlaw. She's trouble, but I tell you right now, y'all long live cowgirls. Never gonna settle on down, girls. Leave you in a lonely ghost town, world where the sun don't rise. Rodeo for one night, love you like a Mustang. Warning on them giddy up brains, pouring your heart with some good aim on a goodbye ride. But it's fine, cause it's kind of my thing. Long live cowgirls. Yeah, long live cowgirls. I hate that I love the way them kisses taste like whiskey.
I want to figure out that other part. There's another part that's... So the main rhythm guitar is going... So it's 6 minor 4 1 5, right? Modern music, it's got a lot of that, you know, just like blues music has a lot of the 12-bar blues progression. So we're in the key of A flat, right? And then there's like another guitar where the tones rode all the way off. There we go. It waits. It's not on the downbeat. Yeah, I want to try to play it in these sixth patterns. But the way that the notes slide, I think that's the way that he's playing it. One more time with the other part, in time, for real. I was late.
She'll set the field on fire. She'll set the field.
So I think it starts on the and of one, 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E. cool part. It's one of those sort of, for me anyway, it's one of those things that's a little bit left-footed feeling to get under my fingers, but I finally got it. And again, if I were auditioning to be his guitar player, Morgan Wallen's guitar player, I would definitely get that down exact, right? This song, obviously it's a huge hit. It's got Ernest on it, who's another massive artist, and it's just, you know, it's ultra pop. Those sort of like hats that are going in the chorus, the that thing, like, man, I'm ready to see those disappear. But great track, happy for everybody involved. #1 song in the country, Shaboozey. This is a bar song. I have worked for Shaboozey. He's a really nice guy, knows what he wants. Good dude. I did not play on this song. This is very, very stripped back. It's like acoustic guitar and vocal until later on. Like the track is really minimal. The song is just a huge hit. Like it's kind of a drinking song, right? So here it is, a bar song by Shaboozey. #1 song in the country. This was #1 on Billboard, on the pop charts for a while, and now, man.
My baby born a Birkin. She's been telling me all night long. Gasoline and groceries, the list goes on and on. It's 9 to 5, ain't working.
Key of A.
Why the hell do I work so hard? I can't
6
worry
minor.
about my problems.
1.
I can't take
4.
them when I'm gone.
1. 5/7.
1. Here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tell them bring another round. We need plenty more.
He says 4 on the 4 chord.
Table, she don't need a dance floor. Oh my, good lord. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jack Daniels got a history. There's a party downtown near 5th Street. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. I've been boozy since I left. I ain't changing for a check. Tell my mom I ain't forget. Woke up drunk at
All right. Well, there are the top 5 songs in country music. Cody Johnson, Drew Baldridge, Nate Smith, Morgan Wallen, Shaboozey. The only one I've never worked with is Morgan. But the rest of them are really great dudes, really easy to work with, friendly, open to collaboration. You'll find that people in the creative world, they're not super cutthroat or hard to deal with or overbearing or anything. Like, they understand, at least on an intuitive level, that in order to get the best out of the people who are working for and with you, you've got to be cool. Like, so much of this is tied to our emotions, and for a lot of people it's tied to their identity, which I think is probably too much so for most people. It's probably too big of a part of who you are, but that's part of being an artist for your job. It's just hard. It's just hard to separate your self-worth from your success level, right? Or your self-worth from how people react to the things that you play on their songs. Like, if they don't like it or they're uninspired, it's really easy to think that they don't like you, and that's not it at all. You've got to have the mindset that you're on the hunt together for the best part, okay? You're the one with the guitar in your hands, but the decision of what is going to live on the record is out of your hands, okay? So focus on what you can focus on. You don't like that? Let's try something else. Can you tell me what you didn't like about that? Oh, okay, it sounds like you want something like this. Oh yeah, I know that song. It sounds like you want something like that hook. Let's try to find something that's close to it without ripping it off. Let's get the same vibe, you know? And when you find it, it's like, all right, great, we did it, we found it, let's move to the next one. It just doesn't have to be, your identity doesn't have to be wrapped up in it. I think that's actually really unhealthy. And it took a long time, but I actually have been able to pull myself away from how people react to my playing, you know. And I did a video about that quite a while ago. It says musicians stop questioning everything you do, overcoming imposter syndrome, because you start to feel like a phony. Like, oh no, they don't like me, they don't like what I do, I don't actually belong here. All those thoughts have gone through all of our heads, and it's not helpful. That's all I got for this one. Got a course coming out in a few weeks. Stay tuned. I will see you guys later. Have a great day.